Now we're there.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys? Good to see you. Good to see you.
So good.
I got a tickle in my throat. I was going to bring. Let me share this, share it out to the world while the people come on in.
Hello, world.
Hello, world. Nice to see you. Now I've shared you.
Oh, look how latent behind me are.
Boom. No, that's how Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is. Hello, Facebook world. I see you're in here. I don't know who you are, but if you're in, say, just live on Facebook, you can see
Hey, Tony.
who comes in the room without anybody talking. What's up, Tony? How are you?
Chapstick.
I forgot to push
I
play.
need chapstick real bad.
Just bite the skin off.
Mm.
Just bite that
peeling
skin.
layers of skin off my nose this morning.
Today is actually it's supposed to be nice, air quotes, for winter anyway, like 49 degrees. Tony says he's doing good. That's good. Good to hear. I'm gonna get to these sponsors real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill. What is it? Fresh authentic Mexican from I forget exactly, but his mama cooks it every day, so if you don't like it, she'll slap you. Little Brown Jug, the friendliest place in town. Monroe Nutrition. Shing.
You're not feeling extra quirky or perky on your Monday morning? Go on and get you a little fizzy lifty drink.
This one is honestly the best flavored one I've ever had. I was in the middle of a rant. I tasted it and I said, "Jeff, this is fucking good."
It looks like it's grape.
It's actually like mixed berry or something like that. He said.
You was in the middle of a rant?
Yeah, I was in the middle of. We were talking about MMA.
Oh.
The fights this weekend is what we were talking about. You want a sip? It's pretty tasty. Mugsy's Sports Grill and Bar. If you want to watch a game or something, they've got plenty of room. Great chicken, spicy chicken Alfredo. Oh, that's a place to get it. Monroe Sports Center. Like, hey, you want to bring your kids out cosmic bowling? Come on down to the Monroe Sports Center. It's Monroe's only bowling alley now.
Sad story.
Lane's Pizza. Hey, I think they're the best pizza in town. They're in Maybee, Michigan. Maybee is a lot like Mayberry, very tiny. Everybody knows each other, and everyone knows Lane's has the best pizza. And then, of course,
Vibe on Purpose.
Vibe on Purpose. What's your hashtag? What's your slogan?
Well, we are always annoyingly intentional.
Yes. And actually, BrainJerk. That's BrainJerk. A little more than you think you need.
With that honey drizzle. Make it a little sweet.
What's up, CSL? Good morning. How is Montreal this morning? Good morning, Kristen.
Good morning.
I forget where you moved to. Where are you at? How's it in your location? Elizabeth, good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. So I think that's we've come up with the help of Coach K. It was actually, he says it was me, but Coach K he thought it was funny. Last week when we were talking about the honey
and the peanut butter
sandwiches, I had mentioned something about you got to add a little bit more than you think you need.
Talking about the peanut butter, you got to put the peanut butter on
the honey.
Bit more. Oh, the honey.
Yeah,
a little bit more than you think you might need.
And then so Coach K, there he is. Coach K's cracked up. He still thinks that's funny as hell. So now that's gonna be. I think BrainJerk's slogan is BrainJerk, a little more than you think you need. I'm back. I went up north for a whole 2 weeks. I'm in Brownstown now. Okay, you are back down here, Southeast Michigan. IWR, that's right. Thursday. Rhino will be in action against those damn Canadians. You damn Canadians. I know you're watching. Montreal, Quebec. I see you in here, CSL. We got a guy named Monty Peters over here. He looks like a Canadian Mountie. And Johnny Bravo, those dudes that keep messing up everything. CSL, whose team are you on? Huh? They keep trying to say it's Monroe, Ontario, Canada. I don't think so. USA, that's right, Tony. USA. USA. CSL says, what? So CSL, this are the wrestling promotion in town. The Canadians have taken over the CWO, the Canadian World Order. CSL's chanting USA. Much love, coach.
Morning, much love.
Love it. It's perfect. A little more than you need. You need.
Great.
Sweet. It's good to see you. He said, by the way, it's 4 degrees Celsius and sunny. What that is in Fahrenheit? I'm guessing.
Anyone tell me?
I'm going to guess 4 degrees Celsius. I'm going to guess 34 degrees. 36 degrees Fahrenheit.
Where's he at?
Montreal. That's why I was giving him shit about Canadians. We love Canadians. I'm going to be honest with you. There was a long time period there where I wanted to move to Canada.
Oh, me too.
I loved hockey my whole life, so I've always wished I was Canadian. I'm in like the United States of Canada right now. And Michigan is like Canada's little brother. It really is. Michigan could become part of Canada and nobody would ever fucking even bat an eye or ask anything different. Oh, what? I thought that was Canada anyway. Some of our Michiganders talk Canadian too. Speak with a Canadian accent, eh?
We're so low in Michigan. We're like the stepbrother.
Oh shoot. We got an ad here. Let's not look at that. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. There, let's get back to Thailand. So you got anything you like? What's your
life? I mean,
come on, tell me about it.
I like myself. I like you guys.
Yes. My day so far, I woke up and then I picked Keith up. Then I went to Monroe Nutrition, had a great talk with Kyle Buckley, as always, Conquering Giants. Go check them out. And Jeff Copey, Monroe Nutrition. It's always, they talk about it on Boss Talk about how like the Monroe Nutrition is like the barber shop for here. You go in there and just conversations, and if you could go in there feeling like shit, and you'll come out with feeling great. Just because of the conversation, just because of like honestly, Jeff cares. He does care about his community and the people in it, and so does Kyle. And they will take the time to talk to you, and they don't care. It doesn't matter who you are at all. It really doesn't. You could be rich, you could be poor, you could be homeless, you could be fucking drug addict, you can be a normal person on the street, you could be anybody, and they will make the time to have a conversation with you. And those are good people. Kind of like you.
Yeah.
You know?
I always got that vibe. I'm like, if I go in there, I don't know if I'll ever leave.
Yeah. Yeah, cuz especially with like your mind and their mind, they talk, you guys think in very similar ways.
I care so deeply, I immediately like get to the roots of everything about you without you even knowing it. It's like, oh wait, I just learned something about myself. I feel better. It's all good things. But yeah, talking about what do I like? I like
that's wonderful.
This weekend that just passed.
This weekend was great.
This weekend was so good.
It was such a good weekend. Friday. I'm trying to think what happened Friday.
Friday, I just spent preparing for Saturday, I think.
Yep.
But what did you do?
I don't remember Friday.
It's a blur. Still good, but a blur.
I don't know. Saturday, though. Saturday was a big, long day of morning podcasts. They did the tabletop takeover, our new card podcast where they sit here. They were playing Magic the Gathering. I'll be honest, I don't know much about it, but it seems cool for you people that do like that stuff. it's pretty much a video game in card form, and I dig that. I dig that. Then from there, Dan the Beast Severin came. He did a signing down at the card shop at Cravings Collectibles. Then he came up here. He did pillar talk with us, and then Stephanie had a birthday party going on also.
My oldest turned, it was her sweet 16 upstairs.
Yep.
That was fun. I had a lot of friends from out of town that I haven't seen in a while who haven't got to share my space with me yet. It was really nice to see all kinds of friends and family. But what's cool is that I'm on the 3rd floor. They had all this going on down here, so we were still able to like mingle, and it was really cool.
Yep. And some of Stephanie's family came down and commingled, and it was cool. And then after that, what did we do? We went down to Amaya's and we watched the pay-per-view UFC 286 with Dan Severin himself, former UFC champion, multi-champion, first Triple Crown winner. And like Dan Severin said, there's only 4 men that have over 100 UFC or mixed martial arts fights. He's one of them. There's only 3 that have 100 wins or more. He's one of them, and he's beaten the other guys. So you know what that means? A big fuck you to everyone else, is according to Dan Severin. He's the greatest. Twisted, what up? You know what I haven't done in a minute? Let's see. If anybody, Twisted, wants to come up.
Oh, and Sunday yesterday,
Here comes
I went out and I seen my girl Melina. There was a little
yep.
vendor show, and I'm just gonna call her out real quick. If you happen to be watching, go ahead and drop your link here. But she made these beautiful bracelets, and I got a nice bloodstone bracelet and a blue tiger's eye. She is rock love. She doesn't get on and tag herself. I will, because beautiful.
Now, has she been doing that for a while?
She just started. Yeah. I think there was some encouragement when I had that holiday vendor market around the holidays, obviously the holiday vendor market. And then from there, she just kept kind of building. She made a little web page or a Facebook site, a group, and then she's been selling them since then.
Very nice.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people in that mall. That's the most packed I've seen that mall in probably 4 years, since before COVID. What up, Monarch? Good to see you, sir. Thanks for coming in. So also this weekend.
Well, it was midweek, but we're not on the same page.
I don't know what page you're on, but I'm on a page. And
I'm in the quantum field. That's where I'm
at some point this weekend, we got a text message from our landlord.
That was Friday.
That's what happened Friday. And she did a energy, what is it? Restructure?
An energy clearing property. Energy
property realignment. Energy property realignment.
What does that consist of? What is that?
Hippy dippy shit.
No, realigning the energy within the quantum structure.
But basically, like, I want to jump right into what she found, but you kind of got to explain what it is a little bit first.
So I can do this real
just
quick.
Like a quick summary of what it is.
I'd say of a property realignment. I'm going to go ahead and read it instead of trying to just explain it myself. So, so like humans. And so what I found so interesting about this is in alignment with the work I do individually within the quantum field with individual people. And I've always knew that eventually I wanted to work with the property. My goal is to have my own piece of land one day to nurture and honor and heal on the land. But this whole report was mind blowing because it was my language and everything, but just on a more broad scale, and broke down the different kinds of entities and things as well. But so like humans, property accumulates various types of energy over time. The energy comes from the various inhabitants of the property or from events that took place on the land over thousands of years. Considering that the planet is millions of years old and the land on which we are living can be impacting us in profound and negative ways. It may have been a battleground, which just coincidentally enough, this land is the battleground. We are right on the River Raisin here.
Yep, it was a Civil War battleground. General Custer and this building actually used to be a VFW.
Yeah.
A 3-story VFW. What up, Twisted?
Hey, good
What
morning.
up? Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good,
trying
buddy.
to hit that button. I'm like,
this is your show. This is gonna be a good one for you.
what up? What
So,
up?
so it may have been a battleground, a sacred site, or a burial ground and enslavement site at some point in time. Those energies remain in the land, and even though currently it is for residential or commercial use. In some cases where trauma, enslavement, torture, oppression, victimization, or deep loss has occurred, the land absorbs and holds the energy. These energies have a cumulative negative impact on those who live on that land, even thousands of years later. It is not uncommon for previous inhabitants, now deceased, earthbound souls, to remain connected to family homestead or estates. These energies often interfere with the current inhabitants in a negative manner and can disrupt building plans and progress. When looking for a home or property on which to build, we are attracted to properties that align with our current vibrational level and carry similar energies to what we are experiencing. Certain energies can be deterrents for potential buyers or renters of the property. If you are wanting to attract potential buyers for a property you have for resale, then a property clearing raises energetic vibration of the land and can. Okay, I don't have the second half of that, but point is, this is a commercial building, and she wanted to do an energy realignment. I think she has suspicions of negative people in the building who
Negative people and energies.
Yes, and yeah, just to realign the building. So, but the report was very, very, very interesting. Is there any chance you could pull it up, or should
you gotta send it to me?
I did in Messenger?
Oh, you did?
Yep.
In the Facebook?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Maybe
Yep,
did it go through? Okay.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
What did you tag me? Oh, the show.
Pause this. Minimize. Take that out. Pow. All right. I will pull this up.
Oh, this.
That's not the right one.
Wait. No.
That's not the right one.
It's like the final page.
That's the only one I got.
Really?
Yeah. But anyways.
Oh, okay. I have to do them
So
all individually.
all I gotta say is they found portal. She found a portal and 3 entities and like 6 possessors and
all kinds of energies that were holding the energetics of violence, drama, and anger. Different earthbound entities, parasitic entities. And that's what's cool about this is it broke down the different types of energies and entities. And it all makes sense. Supposedly it's cleared. So everything, this whole report, it's like a 4-page report of portals and different entities and different traumas. And it even breaks down and explains different illnesses that happened within this within this property over the years. So the question is, okay, so it's cleared. So, but what does that mean too? Because energy is never created nor destroyed, right? It's only like transmuted.
What up, CG?
What does that look like to clear energy?
Right? Well, so that doesn't mean that the energies are gone forever.
No, it means
they could have just been cleared and then shone outside and come right back in.
And so it's within the quantum field is how they do this. So the people who did the work weren't even present. They were able to send these frequencies within the field to then harmonize the field, right? So was the energy, if it's not destroyed, did they send frequencies that were able to harmonize the property, which would be transmuting the energy into light? So are these entities, are they now like more free?
They sent them back into the portal.
Oh, they just guided them. They grabbed
they
hand
sent
and walked
them back
up
to the
northwest
portal
part of the
and
building.
Then they closed the portal.
The portal was found in the northwest part of the building too, by the way. It's very specific.
Whose building is that? Whose room is that?
What are you talking Don't put me on that. No, it's not my shit.
Northwest corner, Twisted. All I gotta say is I know whose room it is. Portal,
it was filled with love, and it was for all the angelic beings to come and protect us from all these other entities that are roaming this building.
So, I have never heard of anything like this. Obviously, I've heard of portals and all that stuff, but I've never heard of a land energy clearing realignment.
I knew it was possible, but I didn't realize people were out here legitimately doing this work, like this specific.
There's super powerful people that we don't even know about.
I know.
From on land.
And this is like next level. I'm so excited for this because I was kind of like at a standstill. I was like, you always kind of waiting for the next inspiring moment to inspire your next like rabbit hole I'm going to go down pretty much, right? So like this is like going to expand my awareness in a new level because this report is pretty in depth.
Yeah.
Send some stuff here in a minute and maybe we can pull some more stuff up in a minute. But
I think I'm just not attuned to spirits and stuff because I hear people talking about they hear things in here, but really all I hear is like the radiators kicking on and making noise or the building moving. And
if you hear whispering in your air vents, don't listen, bro. Don't listen.
No, I only hear whispering in my head when
if you hear whispering in those vents, don't listen. I'm that investigator, so I listened intently.
Thank you, CG.
I was picking out like 18 different voices and a bunch of women, and I was trying to focus on this woman that was trying to tell me shit, bro. And that's when I was a big ass motherfucker, bad as hell. And all of a sudden I turned into this guy. I lost all my muscle. I got sick as shit, almost died. And I went to every doctor, bro. I got tested for every disease known to man. I got shit stuck down my throat, shoved up my ass, all kinds of shit. Woke up during surgery, started beating people up and shit. It was crazy. And they said, there's nothing wrong with you. I'm literally dying. Like all my nutrients were being sucked right out of my body. And there was no explanation for it. I had an explanation, though, that they would never believe. And that was I had a demon attached to me.
Yeah.
It was sick, bro. It was sick as fuck. I've been trying to get better from it ever since. And, I make my demons.
So what's crazy is, I don't know if you guys recall, ever since I started this show with Josh, this is probably episode 6 now I've been on with you, or maybe even 7. Something like that. Anyways, and if you guys recall me saying I had 4 weeks or 4 Mondays I showed up and I was going through it. And I didn't have my car for 4 weeks, but there was like all kinds of other dark stuff had been coming up in my life when I've been just like walking in light for like the last 5 years. And I mean that again, not like but I had some stuff come up and I've been spending a lot of time in this building. And
good morning, Ryan.
And I really do feel like, and before she even, after I got my car back, and before she even talked about doing this energy clearing within the property, I had done some deep work to clear, and I purged all night long after speaking for like 2 days straight and doing my own realignment. And I was not sick. I did not have the flu, but I purged every 20 minutes for like 8 hours. I felt like I was on ayahuasca, like literally purging these dark energies. And I did that work myself. And then within a few days, we find out that she's doing this property realignment. And so I feel that. I feel like there was something that stuck to me and I had to clear that myself. Luckily, I know how to do that. And it was obviously a common awareness, because for her to do that on her own without us even mentioning these things to her.
Well, I think Kayla asked her to do something.
Okay.
Because she was hearing or feeling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, and she knows Camille's into those things.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have used her name, but she knows our landlord's into those things, but I'm pretty sure it was Kayla that brought it to her attention.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop.
You gotta remember too, when it comes to the living and the dead, you are the living. Mm-hmm. That means your power is connected and you have ultimate power over them. Mm-hmm. That's the truth. And that people get scared when oh my God, scary ghosts. I'm investigating shit just in my backyard. Super powerful over here. Mm-hmm. The energy grid, I live in the 45th parallel, 8 minutes north. And I try to find down by you guys, I was going to move recently. And we were looking for all the power grids. And I know what to look for when I look for the power grids of the earth. Right. Mm-hmm. And it just so happens that, what is it? Damn, I forget the name of the city down there, but that's where the biggest power grid is in Michigan. But Flint's another one, Detroit's another one. Was it Saginaw? No, it wasn't Saginaw. It's one of those ones down there. But I was going to move on those energy grids. But up here, They literally have, like, back here, they have a retirement home, and people die there all the time. And my ex-wife used to work back there, and she saw the videos from the third floor wing. It's not a floor, it's just the third. They call it the third floor because it goes like weird shapes, and it's this third wing, and they literally have the angel of death walking into rooms, leaving that. It's a light-bodied energy, pure white light, but like tailings, like, and shit. Walks into the room, walks out of the room, and that person flatlines. Crazy as shit. It's tons of videos. I'm like, what, for real? I'm like, oh my God. And it just makes sense because when I first moved here, it was really, really foggy, and I could always see like people in robes in my backyard. And then, you know, my ex-wife couldn't see those things. Like, she was super powerful, but she had mental blockage, and she was blocking it, right? But you could see people like walking and swirling and shit. And I was like, oh, so I had to, you know, I call it bless my area. You know, I had to let them know this is my shit.
Yep.
You can't come in my house. You stay the fuck out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I have power over you. I did it more intricate than that, but you know.
Yeah.
And, hey, baby.
Yeah. Good morning. And that's the whole term. Like, for me, that's my representation of vibing on purpose, because you speak into existence. So it's like, even just waking up and having your auric boundaries so strong, just through thought and word alone, let alone what you input to maintain your vibrational level as well. Because if your boundaries are strong and your vibration is in a higher frequency, and you're speaking what you do and do not want entering your fields, like, that's so potent and so powerful.
Yeah, I told him to stay out there and grow my plants. And it's weird too. I have weird vortexes I've caught on my security cameras over top my plants. I'll look out there, there's nothing there, and I look in my camera, and there's this huge like aura over my plants. I'm like, what the fuck? So it's pretty cool. But I totally 100% believe in all that. It's the Ghostbuster theory, you know, where they contain it in an electrical field. Yeah. And you can contain it. Some people will siphon that power, just like, you know, gods and angels. We pray to shit. They siphon our power. Literally, they're draining us. They're not demonic, where they're taking all of it and using our soul, but they're taking our soul power. They're taking our energy. And that's the same thing. You know, if you know how to manipulate those fields, you can contain, you can send them back, you can send them in ease. But what I hear here is that they basically made like a barrier around your building or whatnot, where they can't re-enter. They pushed them out. And like you said, energy cannot be destroyed. Once it's created, there's never an end to it. You know, you can destroy the body, but my energy will go. So you could push energy out, but it's just going to go to other places. I don't think things are ever at ease when they say, oh, we're going to help you cross over. Prove that you're helping shit cross over, and to where. Yeah, exactly. And to where, because the studies I've done, when you go to the light, you're coming right back out as a baby. I don't want that, man. Not on this planet. You know what I mean?
I started thinking real quick while you were talking. There's way more energy and electricity in the fields right now than ever before. Whether it be, you know, the electricity we use or the 5Gs or whatever it is, right? So wouldn't that affect the spirit's capabilities, or wouldn't that affect the ability to either trap this entity, because there's so much energy already here?
So there's
so much energy in the field, in the air right now.
So think about the movie Ghost. I know it's a movie, but think about that in a realm where you don't have a physical body. I believe you have to learn how to manipulate energy. Like, people would just wander around, and like, if I could see a spirit, right? I can see spirits, but I mean, if I were to see one right now, most of the time they don't even interact with me. They're doing their own floating by shit. I'm talking to them. Nothing's happening. You know, some of them have stared at me like they fuck with me and shit. In that house I was talking about before, where I was talking to the spirits in the vents, them things would mess with me. My dog would sit there and bark at them all day, the one that just died. you know, all this crazy shit would happen. So what if when you become energy, you remember everything, right? But you don't remember how to manipulate things in our three-dimensional realm. Like I can't flick a penny. Like I gotta learn how to hit that energy right there at the right time. That's why I always say, I believe if a ghost can touch you, you should, like a spirit, if a spirit can touch you at that exact fraction of energy exchange, you can touch it. You got to be fast. You got to know it's there, first of all, and see it. And I believe you can touch a spirit. You can touch that energy. It's in a different realm. But if you can see it, fuck, why can't you touch it? You know
how we'll call air quotes normal people can't see them, right?
Yeah.
So what if when you become this energy, the same thing happens to you? As this energy, you can't necessarily see this realm that we're in now, just like we can't see their realm, right? But every so often, or if you are knowledgeable enough to know how to work things, you can tune that boy in like a radio. That's what I think probably happens in the spirit world.
Yeah, it's quite possible. Energy.
That's why you said like they're walking around like they're doing their own thing, just like everybody else is in the world. Just like real people do. Yeah. Real people can walk by 75,000 people and they never even say a word to you, and they don't even know your existence.
Exactly. It's just energy, not with no expectation to be human. We just happen to be in human form. And they don't have any expectation. They're just energy kind of bouncing around.
Doing their thing.
You know,
I think a lot of them are lost, like especially the ones I've seen in the backyard roaming around the field, and like literally looks like Michael Myers scene, you know, like mental patients walking around back there. But I know they were dying patients, you know. So it's weird to see people just wandering around, you know. Other ones are the worst kind, though. The dark energy and the dark ones. The dark ones have always been here. Those are earth spirits, tree spirits, wind spirits. Those are the things that even the Anunnaki, they wrote about those beings being here from the beginning. They were here when they landed, and they used those beings. Some were benevolent, some were like good, bad. I don't want to use big words. Some were good, some were bad, some were real tricksters, and you know, a lot of people.
I don't want to use big words. Hey, she uses big words all the time, and I'm sometimes I'm like, babe, I don't even know what that word means.
I was gonna say malevolent and benevolent, but then as I was thinking about it stoned, I was like, shit, I don't even know which one's which, so I'll just say good and bad.
Like I can use big words, but like, what do they actually mean? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm using it in the right form, you know.
Most time we're not. It sounds great though.
It all depends on the topic at hand. If it's something I'm passionate about and I've dove deep into studying, then I have the language surrounding it. But there's other areas where I'm just like, nah, like what? What does that mean?
No, but like when you start talking about the quantum field and all that stuff, like the normal person that knows nothing is gonna be like, what the fuck?
But you're part of it.
Field of the theoretical physical body is.
But you're part of it.
He lost me at fields.
You're all in
what?
It's funny how people are so involved and actually are connected to things, and they don't even realize it.
That's just it.
They're lacking the knowledge.
Yeah, we're constantly we are energy. We're in the field and we're working with it, whether we're aware of it or not. So it's just everything
People call it luck. But really, it's a lot of manifestation. If you're sitting there and you're like, I want to hit that target. I'm going to hit that target. I'm going to hit that target. I'm going to hit that target. And you go, boom, bullseye. You're like, damn, I'm real lucky. No, man, you just manifested the shit out of that.
Or if you are, let's just say again, with a complete no awareness of the energetic field, the quantum field, but you are a human who is in alignment. You're taking care of yourself. You do eat clean and you do move your body, and you are constantly attuning your energy to a higher level, you're going to, but again, you might still be unaware of what you're doing within the field, but you are going to be able to attract more of what you want into your life because you are vibrating at a higher frequency unintentionally.
Well, let's not forget,
and you don't even know it.
A giant part of manifestation is the other half is putting in the work.
Absolutely.
But no matter what it is,
you gotta meet it halfway. You have to hold the intention, meet it
just
halfway.
thinking about it and saying it isn't going to do it. You have to actually,
unless you're a true
things
witch,
too.
unless you're a true witch with true power. Can I meet you? Come on.
I need you to open up a portal and come to our portal.
Yeah, but fuck the portals. Let's talk about real shit. Let's talk about taking over this motherfucker and stopping all this bad shit. There's things happening.
We have to have our portals so we can, move easily.
Yeah. Teleportation.
Good morning, squirrels. Well, Einstein always said after World War III, we'll know how to teleport.
That's what I was going to say, though. All this energy running around right now with this world, these 3-4 powers, dude, this shit's getting deep.
Good morning, John.
Because it looks like she's got something to say and read. We keep interrupting.
Oh, you're not interrupting.
No, I'm taking my time. And it's not even no expectations. But I did pull a card this morning before I came here for my herbal astrology oracle deck, and it just so happened to be because I was excited. I knew we were going to talk about this, and I got I'm going to be honest. I don't really know what this herb is. It's Jurgan Sacha, but it's transfiguration. And I'm not going to read the card right now, but the guidance within this card, it does say, watch your back. Jurgan Sacha represents radical change and breakdown. This card can mean that someone or something is harming your energy. If this applies to you, remember that the darkest of energies that bring crisis or unforeseen changes can be transmuted into benevolence. Even the strongest of poisons can be medicine. The first step in neutralizing it is recognition. The second step is removing fear and insecurity. And the third step is reconstruction of the self. Examine your life from a third-person perspective. Draw upon universal forces to transmute the environment, people, or situations that are depleting your life force. And that's so in alignment with the energy realignment of the building. So the first step, always neutralizing. The first step in neutralizing is the recognition of the energy, being aware of it, right? The second step is removing the fear and the insecurity around it. So if there is entities around you, let them know I am not in fear. I see you. I hold space for you. Like, let's work through the, you know what I mean? Like, you cannot have fear around the energy.
Well, let me tell you, I don't see you and I don't fear you.
And then the third step is reconstruction of self. So reconstructing yourself, getting back in tune with yourself and putting up your own auric boundaries. So it's recognition, no fear, and reconstructing yourself. So I just thought that was cool. That was in alignment with what we were talking about.
Yeah,
super dope.
And honestly, it's funny how these cards are at times like dead on, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Not always, but most of the time, if you do it the right way, it's actually like, oh wow.
Yeah. If you put your energy into it, man, the magic comes out. Mm-hmm. Shit comes out you wouldn't believe. You're like, wow, how the hell did you know? Just a random person. You get readings all over the place, but if people put their energy in, stuff that comes out.
Keywords. Yeah, I always call upon protection. First of all, obviously, but just some of the key words to tap into the grid to get the information within the data field. It's okay. I want to tap into the planetary grid, within the information field, within the cloud, show me what I need to see today. Like what do I need to see for myself or for the collective? And that's just what came up. It's a beautiful thing. So how have you guys been? Everything good out there? Yeah.
I'm getting better. My dog died. This is 1 week without her.
Oh goodness. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
That's why we weren't around last week.
Okay.
We were. Thank you though.
It's been a week today.
Okay. Sending my love.
1 week without my poo-poo. This is a little stuffed animal I got to remember her. I'll never forget her, but she was Brindle though. She was Brindle. My little poo-poo, my little bulldog.
What kind of dog again?
A bulldog.
Okay.
Mainly bulldog, but she had a mix in there of something.
like 2 weeks ago, she was laying right down here and she was dying actually, and she only lasted 1 more week.
Okay.
1 more week, so she died last week.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And isn't it crazy how, just like even in the human realm, usually when someone passes, another one comes in. I see that all the time. Like there's lots of births and deaths around the same time.
Yeah, right. Hopefully
well,
just a squirrel or a rabbit comes to me. I don't need another dog.
Well, BrainJerk, or Ryan and Kayla specifically, but I am definitely the doggy godmother. Just accumulated 2 French bulldog puppies.
Oh, nice.
Last Saturday.
I want one. If I was to get another dog, that would be the dog.
Yeah.
I want a French bulldog so fucking bad. That's what I originally wanted, but I found Aurora, a bulldog.
Yeah.
I heard a ghost while I was in the bathroom.
Did you really?
I did.
What did you hear?
I got it recorded.
Did you talk to it?
This is the earth dweller of the day.
Earth dweller
I miss tea.
What?
I see tea almost every day on the cup of tea.
I like it.
Oh man,
It's great.
that's cool right there. That little fucking statue right there, that golden man statue in Thailand. That thing's cool. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that.
Buddha? You're talking about the Buddha.
This
The
fucking
dragon
thing,
head.
that dragon around the building.
Yeah. Dude, they build intricate, elaborate, crazy things that people say we can't build anymore, but yet they build them.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm so bummed with how we just build square buildings. What happened? You know,
bro, they hid the truth from us. You know why? Because Tower of Babel. It's Tower of Babel. It's all done with frequency. Everything was about humans not getting the God frequency, the God power, the God. You know what I'm saying? We were never supposed to have this. We were supposed to be earthbound and dumb servants. We're supposed to be servants. That's it. And we're not supposed to have the knowledge to fly around in the sky or to have free energy or all these things that they used to just have in like the 1890s, bro. And then, what happened? Reset. What's happening now? Man, all these humans are coming out. Have you seen these people with telekinesis powers, and they can light energy, like fires in their hands, bro? It's like pure energy in their hands, and they can light fires and shit. I watch this shit all the time. I'm like, wow. Mainly black people. I've seen them flying and shit, dude.
Listen,
I'm not even lying.
Started a car with his fingers.
Yeah. I'm not even.
West, he touched one battery from another. He jump started a car with his bare hands.
It's happening. It's happening. And this is, I believe that this time, maybe in 50 years from now, 25 years from now, maybe not. This is the start, the ignition of the fire. Once this fire gets going too bad, reset. It's going to happen, dude. It's sad. It's really sad because humans have this huge, immense power. And we're subjected to our flesh suit in this reality and our food and water that dumbs us down, calcifies our pineal gland, and then makes us forget. We don't even forget. It's that it's there. But I'd rather watch The Walking Dead. I'd rather just sit back and eat Doritos and get involved and lose myself in the world. I hate that
unfortunately numb myself for my human emotions.
That's what
are also my divine connection if I utilize them properly, but let's just numb them because I can't deal. I can't. This human experience is too much.
It's not Kanye West. It's Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates is the one who jump start the car with his bare hands.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I've seen people do a lot. I've seen people flying, literally elevated or levitating and flying over water and all kinds of shit, bro. I'm like, how are you? Dude, that's so cool.
And just him starting the car, I know it's a different level, but even just last week, you were in so much pain. And I spent about 20 minutes practicing Reiki, and he was
Reiki, energy work. That's the shit. That's what I was going to ask you guys. Do you guys wear protection crystals? And if you do, what kind?
I do. I wear a lot of them on my wrist. Currently, at the moment,
I can't see that.
My shungite, usually on my phones and stuff, but I'm recently had switched all this around and never put them back on. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I think that's why my auric boundaries were were weakening that last month. I wasn't carrying my crystals like I normally do.
That's what I was saying.
My different shields. And then I was, unfortunately, just something as simple as smoking a little bit more again frequently in the last month. That alone, that brings my vibe down personally, my personal experience. And not only that, but then when I smoke, then I might have some sugar that I normally don't touch. And all the things that I know that mess with my vibe externally, I started allowing back into my field. But yeah, lots of different crystals. I wear a lot of labradorite. I know it's not really a protection stone, but I do that obsidian and the shungite specifically for protection. And I do wear my different chakra stones.
So this is what I carry. I usually wear the shungite, but my necklace, it cut through my necklace, so I got to get it restrung. But then I'm showing the TV, not the camera.
I know I keep doing that.
This is labradorite that I carry around.
That's labradorite?
That's a really awesome piece of
Holy
labradorite.
shit.
Wow.
Yeah, labradorite's my favorite stone too, so I love when I seen that.
And then I carry this around too.
Cool. Is that a pick?
I recently put some sodalite and some
it looks like a pick.
on his wrist. This one for his voice there. Speaking the truth.
What up, comeback kid?
That's dope. Come back.
Yeah.
What up? What
But
up?
other than that, the shungite I usually wear all the time. Like I said, it cracked, and then once it cracked, it started rubbing the right way, and it cut right through the whatever it's called, the cradle. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Annie says thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
thank you. And if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. Here on the BrainJerk Network, we got about 7 shows and more in the making.
Yeah, and we'll put in My Vibe on Purpose because
in
April, I'm going to have a few shows coming. We're streaming from this channel as well, but also, yeah, that's the real recent lab I got for him. Did I get that? I got that one for you, didn't I?
Those are our 2 favorite specimens of Labrador.
Yes.
It's hard to get a good light on it. So this one's mine, and I'll be making me a pendant for it. And this one's hers.
Beautiful.
And you want to know what's funny? This bitch was $25. Mine was $8. I was like, how the fuck?
Just a different price, different place tag, different.
Look at this,
Yep, different cuts, different qualities too, and all the different stones. Me too. I have a big piece.
It's really cool.
I would say about like this upstairs. That one was about $150. As a birthday
gift. $8.
This one I'm trying to make into a necklace.
Yeah,
on my wire.
That's what we do. We tie them and shit. You know. Fuck yeah.
Getting into it, yeah. We got a lot of stuff.
That's what we'll be doing with this, and I'll be wearing it like this, and it'll be all studded with copper and other. I want to learn how to do it really well, though. It's so hard. I seen this lady. She took all these different wires and wrapped all these different crystals in it, and it's got all these different what do they call it? Fucking obelisks sticking out of them of all different kinds of shit, and it's like a pendant. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could wrap those wires like that. It's not easy. That is not easy.
With the copper, I've practiced wire wrapping, but I not enough. But I want to practice more, and same with the copper. And I want to practice bending the copper in the different geometric symbols, as well with the crystals.
So I picked shungite up because I went to a crystal shop, one of those side of the road crystal shops, out west, and every single thing I went to that I was drawn to and asked about, the guy goes, dude, you must have a thing for shungite because everything you've touched at my shop is shungite. So
it draws you. There's a crystal shop here. There's a crystal shop up here where we got these, and
this one drew us.
It's so strange because it's like a one of those swap meet store kind of things. It's like a thing, like a resale store we got up here.
It's like a flea market inside.
Inside.
It's like they have their booths that they rent out, and they do what they want in their little area. And then everyone's different.
So we're walking all through there. We had no idea. And when I look at shit, like I'm a tall dude, so I don't stand back and look up. I don't do that.
I do.
I look down at everything, and then I kind of wander into shit, right? So we walked around the whole place, and I got to this one spot. she was already inside there walking around.
Because I'm looking up and out.
Yeah. And
so I'm not really seeing everything on the
I came
tables.
to it. I came to this booth and instantly started fucking vibrating. And I was like, wow, this place is powerful. And I was like, what is this place? And I was on the outside just seeing all this, like, it looked like a witch's hut is what it looked like. And then it had this wire wrapped tree with all the crystals. I was like, ooh, I was like, I bet this is a witch's thing here. And I walked in and it said, the witch was in. And I said, babe, this is a witch's hut. And I was like, don't you feel that? And I walked right over to it and I started talking to the lady. So I lost the vibration, but something in that shop made me go, I was like, holy shit. I was like, dude, I am vibrating so hardcore right now. This place was so powerful. And then we went back and that place shut down, but she moved and we found her again. So I'm like, yes. So that's where we pick up our crystals. My favorite thing, though, is to find them naturally in nature. And that's one of the reasons why I moved to Michigan. I know it's not the best spot, but there is a lot of gold here if you want to pan it out. But to find natural mineral resources like these, I can pull out of the ground. I used to watch a show that they did that. It was really cool. But that's my favorite is raw. I just think when they start bouncing on other rocks and shaping them and stuff, it takes some of the power away. I really like the raw earth stone, however it's offered to me, because the earth offers them to you. You don't find shit, they offer them to you. That's what I believe in.
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything to add about crystals?
Off the top of my head, no. I was just listening.
You're
taking it all in.
I figured you're the crystal
I
queen.
mean, I do. I guess just not.
Super powerful energy.
I was just listening, not prepared to come back with anything there.
He says everything nearly perfectly, so I don't have to ad-lib anything.
Yeah,
no,
but I do resonate with the raw stone, though. I'm the kind of person I have plates and bowls of raw rocks and stones all over my house because everywhere I go, if I don't come back with pockets full, I always come back with at least one. Same thing with just different types of wood and whatever I find when I'm out exploring. I'll gather if I find enough of one thing that inspires like a natural project, like some kind of art, and I'll go out and I'll collect a bunch of that at a certain park or a certain like state park and I want to make like collections. Like this is a collection from this park and this is a collection from this park. The different something as simple as like one day I collected a bunch of branches that were shaped like just enough for like a peace sign, right? And I made wreaths.
Okay.
But it was from branches from trees at, let's say, what park was I at? I'm drawing a blank right now, but
The state park.
Well, let's just say state park. Yeah, so things like that. Just finding things in the natural element because it's an offering. And as I'm collecting them, I'm praying, I'm giving thanks for this, for this whole experience. And just to take what we find in the natural world and make art with it and create, because obviously we're not building our own structures like we used to, but what you got there? Tell me.
Sorry, these are my
like an offering jar.
This is what the earth has offered me in a very big conglomerate jar. I need to get a bigger one because I have so much more stuff. But it's just kind of a little bit of everything on display for myself to enjoy. I've got owl pellets in there. I've got
I see that.
Pine cones, flowers, shells, crabs, moss. I don't even like. There's so much.
I have little pieces of moss I leave around.
Exactly what you were just talking about. You're like your shrine of all the things you found in each park, and these are the things that she's collected as we've walked around, just in our realm here, because she's from Colorado, so this is her realm here. Not really everything here is like a park. You know how Michigan is. It's fucking awesome.
Just staying connected to the beauty around you and just remembering just how beautiful this experience is. And so good.
We can't wait to forage. We are so fucking stoked and so excited. There's a whole field of mullein that nobody harvested last year. We totally didn't do it. I forget what happened, but just didn't do shit. And I think we're just depressed on how crappy everything was going.
Last year was not a good year. At least I know for me, and I did not make it a good year for us because I was stressed out with the house and everything else.
Good. But hopefully
a year.
Hopefully this year will be blight free. The last 2 years we've had blight. And usually blight will stick around for 3. So hopefully this year it's gone. And if not, we'll be definitely getting on some phosphorus spray. Potassium, phosphorus, phosphate, whatever the hell it's called. Big words again, people. Big words. But yeah, we do frequency. We're going to be getting into electroculture this year. So
that sounds exciting.
A lot of that information has been coming across.
I've been teaching this for years now, and people thought I was nuts. And I love that it's coming out, spilling out so much now. I'm like,
yep.
It really works just like your crystal pyramid. If you put that crystal pyramid over a plant, holy shit, watch out. You'll be like, wow, that's insane.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I love the secrets to the universe. Those little secrets that everybody should know that nobody knows.
Well, here's the thing though, Josh, is that the top scientists and the top big dogs, and that they leaked out all this information saying it was bad to grow around your 5G and your power cables and blah blah blah, too much energy for plants. Yeah, but then you research the pyramids and the Mayans and all these people that had huge power grids that powered their whole civilization, and guess where their farms were? Right there. How did their plants grow huge? How did they feed the nation? Energy, dude. Energy. That's the secret. They stole from us. They were like, nah, man, we're going to give them these GMO bullshit things that they need nutrients. We're going to pump them in these bottle fed bullshit instead of telling them, yo, you can let it grow with the grid of the earth. Free energy will grow your plants. The plants are electrical, just like you are.
Vibrant, living foods. Instead, they're like, we're just going to feed these people this dead food that's just going to completely restructure their DNA. They're not even really human anymore.
The food will be alive. The food, if you eat, you're eating just a mass that gives you a tiny, tiny bit of nutrients. That's why you shit so much. That's why you shit so much. And it comes right out, right?
Because there's nothing being absorbed and allocated accordingly to where the systems that require these nutrients. There's no nutrients to separate or to,
Yep, exactly. You're just eating a mass, eating a mass, eating a mass. We're all sugars. We're all fat on sugars. That's why we get diabetes so quick. That's easy to get rid of too, though. But yeah, if you eat living food, you will be alive. Soul will be alive. It's called soul food for a reason.
I like soul food.
Yeah.
Well, any last thoughts before we take off? Anybody?
Well, just
last thought.
Lit.
I've said lots of last thoughts.
He said that's it. Lots of last thoughts. Well, that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day.
Yeah, study energy.
What you got any plans for the day?
Oh, I gotta set up a tent. Maybe just get a tent ready. There's 2 set up, but I got a femme breeding projects going on. It's great.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Thank you.
Good conversation about crystals and entities today.
Pray for us that this building is clear of all this density.
All right. See you guys. We got the Squared Circle Shenanigans in an hour. Check it out, the wrestling show.
Fuck yeah, man.
Good to see
See you there. Later.